Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. It's Mental Health Awareness Week and joining us is Essie Ayebene. She has been practicing as a counseling psychologist for the past decade, specializing in working with individuals in need with the primary objective of aiding clients in overcoming trauma and enhancing their mental resilience to combat mental health issues like depression, anxiety, and suicide ideation. It is great to have you. You're welcome.
Thank you for having me.
So it's Mental Health Awareness Week.
Yes.
It's just this week out of is it out of the whole year? I know we have a month somewhere.
This is actually the month.
Okay, this is actually the month.
Yes.
And then this week is the main.
This week is yes.
All right. And the theme is movement.
Movement. Move for your mental health.
How can movement help you?
Okay,
when
so
it comes to
I could
health?
give you statistics of various research and all, but let's take our minds back to COVID, when we could not move.
Oh.
We had a surge in issues of depression, anxiety, and that was when people started saying, "Oh, mental health." It became a thing because we could not move. So just that alone is enough to prove that movement is a key factor in helping to build your mental resilience. Having healthy mind is very important.
You know, I'm just thinking about some people who I know who maybe because of they're not working or something and they're just in one place most of the time. Some nursing mothers, as it were, or would I say some housewives, as it were, who are just in one spot and all of that. And I'm wondering how much they would be helped mentally if they would move around a bit. In situations like that, maybe they don't have so many places to go to. How can they move?
So if you notice, it wasn't specific like exercise. It said movement.
Movement.
So 10 minutes brisk movement, that's not walking slow, just walking really fast. 10 minutes is good and you're good. You understand? So it's not always about, oh, I need to pay for the gym, I need to lift weights, I do those things. But if you don't have that money, just take a walk. Now you can bathe in nature. A lot of us don't even understand the importance of the fresh air we have around. You understand? We cut down trees in our compound and say, okay, witches and whatever, we tend to look down on. But having those things around nature, there's something in Japan called a nature bath, where you just go out in the forest or somewhere around where you have.
I've just finished a Japanese series and I understand exactly what you're talking about. They go to oases that are natural.
Exactly.
Maybe rocks around them and they just sit in it.
Yes. Do you know the reason why the water side is more expensive? One of it is because it's peaceful.
It is.
Yeah, I took a trip to Sierra Leone. I was in Freetown for a while, and waking up for 2 weeks around water, I realized why we used to have people record the sound of waterfalls as a means of calming yourself down. In fact, for those 2 weeks, it was calming, just hearing the waves on the seashore. That sound every morning, I was hearing it every morning. It was enough for me to wake up happy. You understand? So when people pay so much for that, a lot of people don't even understand why it's expensive. They think about just the scenery. It goes beyond that. You understand? Having nature around you is important. And one of the things I've been seeing, and something I'm really pushing, we're having a conversation this week with other African psychologists.
Exactly, I was about to get into that activities, but go ahead.
Yeah, so this week I'm actually discussing with a lot of African psychologists to see how we can actually see things from our perspective. Now, one of the things we've noticed lately is we didn't have these issues before. Why are we having them now? And one of the things you should see is urbanization. So we're taking a lot of nature from us. We want to look more modern. So we see a lot of plastic plants, we see a lot of plastic grasses, we see a lot of things that are no longer natural. We used to have this
well thought and planned out urban areas and all of that. Everywhere is so...
The air is not clean.
Yeah, it is
not. When you leave Lagos, as soon as you get to that boundary, it's like it's a different air. Have you noticed that?
It is.
You're calmer.
It is.
So
pollution and all of that, industrialization as it were.
Yes.
Mechanization.
Exactly.
All of that is affecting the air.
Another key thing is diet. So most times we're always thinking about diet, about shape, looking good. It also helps our mental health. You eat a lot of junk food. You don't take enough water. You don't take care of your body. I don't know who told us that when you have money, the first thing to do is to eat junk.
Incidentally, I am on a series, Hack Your Health, on Instagram. I was talking about the connection between the gut and the brain.
Exactly.
and how important your mental health can even be affected by what you eat.
Exactly, exactly. I used to have, okay, so why I started mental resilience. So in 2020, I got into depression. I started having suicide ideation. And this has been a thing I've been on for years because I didn't even know what it was, but I was depressed when I was in primary school. The first time I attempted suicide was in primary school.
Oh, wow.
So I've had such experiences. So I've been in that cycle for so long. I've had suicide ideation. I've had that for, like, I'm 40 this year, so I've had that for like over 20 years of my life. And in 2020, I went into depression again. I was like, no, this can't just happen. I can't say I'm a psychologist and I'm still depressed. What can I do?
2020 was tough for
Yeah,
almost
it
everyone.
was. But it made me discover mental resilience. I started researching. I said, there's a way to build my mind. There's a way to fortify my mind.
How did you do this? Mental resilience?
Yes. So when I say I'm a mental resilience expert, it's not just a name, okay, it's fine, it's nice. No, it's because I see it as a way forward. So instead of me to go out there and telling people, oh, when you're depressed, you're sad for 2 weeks, you're sad for 3 weeks, start telling them symptoms, what to look out for, or no, let's build a mental strength. Fortify your mind. And it comes with that. Like lately, I did something with my children. I've removed cereals from our meals. This morning they ate rice. Sometimes they eat eba in the morning. They eat food, beans.
That thing, it's scary, but I know that cereals.
You understand?
Taking cereals out of the meal for children, you are doing a lot.
I'm not saying they don't eat cereals at all.
But
they
not making it regular.
No, it's not their meal. It's addictive. Those things are addictive. Sugar is addictive. Sugar is addictive. Sugar, there was a research that was killed. There are some researches they don't bring out. There was a research that came out, and they didn't really publicize it. It just came out there. Yeah, because it will. Most people that fund researches are business owners, so they are thinking about their business. So somebody said something that chocolate is good for a child's brain. Who told you that chocolate? So cocoa is good for a child's brain, not chocolate, not the refined one. You understand? Not that
more
one.
ultra processed.
Exactly. If you want your child's brain to be better, give them cocoa to lick. Our kids were better when we're eating natural foods. That's the conversation I'm having with other African psychologists from Uganda, from Kenya, from South Africa. How do we as Africans bring this thing back home? Because we didn't have these issues.
Of this week, where are these? When is it happening? Where is it happening?
No, it's virtual. It's
virtual. Okay.
Yes.
So how does one?
Thursday 6 p.m.
Okay.
So if you just follow me on LinkedIn.
On LinkedIn.
S.A. Ayebene.
Okay.
The link is there.
Okay.
It's a conversation we should have. The problem we're having, like I said, is we've gotten to a point where mental health has become a clutch. You hear someone say, I'm taking care of my mental health. I don't want this to affect my mental health. Is that all? It shouldn't be a clutch. We should think about a way forward. So diet, movement, exercise.
Wow, I wish I had more time to spend with you.
No problem.
This has been enlightening. You're still going to be around the rest of this month. I hope you are.
Yeah,
and then we'll get to talk more about it.
No
Thank
problem.
you so much.
Thank you for having me.
It's been a pleasure.